To fully lose a BMW X5 from 2015 and newer, the engine is right here in a very accessible place, and those who use other programmers, Autel X4 or other similar models, have to be disassembled, but this takes quite a bit of time even for experienced mechanics, considering the work involved. Now I want to show you an alternative programming method with more or less expenses for the process. Those who make keys for BMW understand well how problematic this BMW is, because to get to the engine control unit you have to remove, take out, look, and well, only then a lot of unnecessary work which clients are usually not very eager to pay for. CDP has a solution. They support engine units, and what do we need? We need connect the power. Now we will connect the power to the programmer itself and deduce Okay, the next step is to disconnect the battery for our sort of peace of mind. And here we have the FM. We unseal it and take the FM out. After that, here is our FM. First we need to disconnect the power, even though our battery is already disconnected, and connect connectors. And it is held by one bolt. That's it. And we take it with us, or do the preparation for the key, and essentially programming on site. So the next step is the programming of the key itself. I think this is in principle one of the most interesting steps in the process itself. My recommendation is to absolutely take pictures of the fuses so that later we can arrange them in the correct order and not have a headache over it. So I'm going to do that now. After this we need to remove. I do this at the corners. We removed everything from the body. The next step is opening our CDP itself. CDP will show the correct connection. I have already prepared the necessary boards for programming. We go to BMW, select this FM. Now in CDP, it's really cool that the menu is very intuitive, and most processes are done automatically, and at each stage it sort of saves. So we have lucky lost. So we are checking the correct connection. So he should show. Okay, let's do it this way. And we'll look at the correct connection Here is where the FM is located. We've already got it, and now we'll proceed with the connection. We need to connect, and basically what's very convenient about CDP is that you don't need 12 connections to 12 contact points to connect wires. We just place the board on, and it's very convenient. 7th and 8th. We connected exactly as on the diagram. So here we connecting the power. Now a very important moment. Now we need to connect to the EEPROM in the same way as implemented in the diagram. But we have this FEM, and the correct connection is exactly like this. A very important point is to make sure all these contacts that touch with the needles, if it makes poor contact, it's better to hold it, because during upload or recording, if any contact is poor, there is a very high chance of damaging the module itself, and in this way you could say that you have ruined the block. But that's not certain. The actual connection is right here. So be careful and don't press down with force. Just make sure that correct connection is important, because the chips are small and you need to examine them carefully to avoid the misunderstandings. Okay, so we all put it on with force. Now we connect the board to our programmer. Here it is. Basically, the connection cable doesn't really let me show it on camera, but it is a very important factor in the programming chain. It's holding very poorly, and by the way, for more convenience when working, SDP sells an additional block for our EEPROMs, for a better attachment, but it is not included in the set. You have to purchase it separately, and I have already ordered it, but at the time of filming the video I had not yet received it. Well, I am going to abandon this standard connection because it is extremely inconvenient. And there is always a worry that it might come off somehow. Okay, so now we need to. So now we go in here and click for it to check all our connections to see if they are connected correctly or not.
Правильно у нас подключено, либо нет.
Our connection was correct. Here's all the information. Here you can see the VIN, how many miles have been driven, and the frequency. In principle, pay attention to this fact that the same frequency of the key.
Well, I wanted to take a screenshot. Anyway, I have this recording. I have these numbers recorded. But at this moment, I advise simply taking a screenshot. That's what I was talking about. At that moment, there were some contacts. It's bad. That's why we need to reconnect. ACDP has additional tools for contact cleaning. That's exactly what we will do right now. Perhaps some varnish is just preventing a proper connection. After it shows that all contacts are good, only then will we proceed with the next required step. That's why this menu, in general, it's quite appropriate to read the data and check exactly how the contacts are connected. This is very, very important. Here, as you can see, the contacts are already good. We are already here. Therefore, if your contacts are bad, don't press OK. Simply remove them and clean the contacts. There are additional tools for this in the kit. You can use your own tools if that's what you're used to. I use the tools that came with the kit, kind of like sandpaper, with sandpaper at the end. So moving on.
Так, окей. Идем дальше. Окей, мы сохраняем. Так, бэкап сделан успешен.
We already understood the 3 stages. Everything is intuitively clear. Well, let's exit from here. And we completed the first stage. Now we exited and are going to the program. We need one code, but we got it from the module we previously removed. Now it requires the SN code, but we already have it. We took it from the DMA block and click OK. The SN code can be entered manually or imported, but since I saved it, we will just enter it.
Ну, так как я это сохранил. Мы просто это возьмем отсюда. Окей.
Let's save the key data. Let's take a screenshot. Okay.
Сделаем скриншот. Окей.
We already have 3 keys in memory, but I want to make a key for the 7th slot. A tip, if you will be doing it, make sure there are some empty spaces after the keys. At least that's what I do. Here we have a key. Let's put it here. Also, we saved the key. It says successfully. Okay, now she will check the list of keys in the system. Basically, this is very good. We don't need to run this key through the car. When we connect CAM, the key will work right away. On the 7th place we have, okay. Alright, we have finished programming the key. It's a rather simple procedure. Programming BMW ACDP. For those who want to program these cars, I recommend taking a look at this product. And you all saw it yourselves. Everything is very simple. ACDP has simplified all processes as much as possible, and I really like using ACDP. So let's connect everything and check how it works in the car and if the correct key works. I've already reconnected. It is in the same place, and let's check. This will be the first start. I have not started the car yet. Here, basically everything is super. We programmed the key.